Perfect.
Welcome to the Bedlam podcast,
Bedlam.
a cause of uproar and confusion. They're
And
here,
sometimes chaos.
joined by myself and Callum.
Hiya.
How you doing, Callum? You all right, darling?
I'm here, aren't I?
Alive and kicking. That's a different.
Still. Well, I am still doing that. I'm not kicking, that's a bit mean, but I'm alive, so that's good.
Yeah, as long as if we're not kicking, we're all right. We won't, don't have to deal with a manslaughter charge, do we?
No, exactly. What's been going on in your world, in your sphere?
Oh, well, past few days have been absolutely horrendous for me. I got this stupid, shitty little bug that's been causing me to have chaos and confusion.
Oh, God.
But no, I don't know. I think I might be on the back end of it now. I'm not too sure, but we'll find out.
Well, you will. I probably won't unless I start feeling sick. You can't catch things via podcast, can you?
I don't think so. I'm not too sure. We'll find out.
That sounded really. I hope that comes out on the video because that sounded really weird. Very strange.
I also want to put it out there, right? I also apologize if you can hear any like fan noise or if you can hear any police sirens flying through. Yes, I live in a really shit area. So I'm just going to allow the police and the fire engines to do their job and carry on while I do my job. So
yeah. No, that's totally fair enough. I mean, I'm the same. So
in
you
the
could
middle of a
hear.
heat wave, well, when I say in the middle of a heat wave, it's like 24 degrees, and I don't think you'd appreciate me being topless.
I might
No,
appreciate that.
You like the shirt? Can you tell football season started again, guys?
And that's still
Shittest team in football the world has ever seen.
That's one thing that with this podcast we actually don't have to talk about. Like I can just have a break from watching one of the worst football teams in England currently.
You know, it's really good, isn't it?
It's really nice, isn't it? I just don't even have to think about it. I worry about it.
I was talking to Jack the other day, who does that. I used to do that podcast, talking about Huddersfield, and he goes, "Oh, when's next episode of podcast coming out?" And I went, "I don't know. It depends when me and Callum have time to film it, because obviously they weren't one out last week because we were a little bit busy last week."
What were we doing last week?
What
was I doing?
We said Friday, and then I had to stay a little bit longer at work, and then got in from work and just more or less passed straight out because it was like a 11, 12-hour shift.
Yeah, because I was out on Friday as well, and I can't remember what I was doing, but I was out as well. I got back, and neither of us could be asked to sit down and do like a full podcast. Like, there was no way that was going to, one, be good, or two, actually happen. So,
guys, you're in for a treat this week because we've got loads of content lined up.
Not just,
hang on.
Can
we just find it?
Well, in fairness, I will update you as to sort of where I'm at with stuff. We did the Kevin Nagel, the new owner of Huddersfield Town, that shit football team that we're both addicted to, like it's the smack.
That was last night. How did that go?
I was really good. I really enjoyed it. Did it at Magic Rock, which is a nice little bar brewery place. Very hipster sort of vibes. Things on the walls that shouldn't be on the walls. You know what I mean? Like that scene in Phoenix Nights. Can somebody tell me why we've got a child's bike on the wall?
All of a sudden, I just thought about myself when you went, "Oh, there's things on the walls that shouldn't be on the wall." I'm like, who the fuck's been coming all over the wall?
Oh, you took it to that place. You took it to that place, right? You took it to that place, and I let it be known on this recording here and now that I did not take it there. You did. Okay.
Straight away, we've got the title of the podcast. Tom comes on the wall in the pub.
So, yeah, I've got to stop slandering you in the titles.
Yeah, we've got to make a nice title because I need to make nice reels. Come on.
Yeah.
Throw me a bone at least, please.
Yeah, that's something that we'll have to do this afternoon.
I wonder how many more fans we've got this week that are listening after the reel that I posted out the other week. Because
Yeah, that did
I
quite
think
well.
I think I did quite well with the reel, full stop. Hang on, let me see how many
Was your
interactions.
revenge last week? Was your revenge on the episode title to just put some of the things over my face?
No, no, no. I didn't know if there was like
Because if
things
it
that you
was, I
could
like
pin.
it. I like that if it was.
I didn't know if there was things that you could like pin, like if it'd stay there or move or stuff like that. So I was like attempting to do it, and I put one on, and I'm like, okay, perfect. And then I put another one on, and I sort of like overlapped it a little bit, and I'm like, right, okay, keep going. And as I got to the third one, it just started dying, and I'm like, eh? Like I've just spent 10 minutes doing this. Have I got to come back out of it and go back into it again? And then it started working again. But it reached 2,500 accounts,
So if you
which is good.
each give us £1, we could go to Jamaica.
Wow. Can I get a
Just say it.
passport first, please?
Yeah, if some of you give £2, that will cover the expense of Tom getting his passport. Okay.
I just,
No,
I just, I really think it's funny, how the insights work. So it had 14 likes, 2,769 players. It reached 2,577 profiles, and we had a whopping 110 profile visits.
yeah, we definitely need to sort of try and find a way of keeping people in. You know what I mean? Like they've looked at the profile and then just gone away. So we need to like diversify the content on Instagram and the socials, I think.
But did you not notice what the thing? What I can't remember what you call it, but how it works. I can't get it. Hang on, do I need to change my screen brightness on my phone? It was just me with my hand on my head. That was your shit joke that you told me. That was my reaction to it.
Yeah,
Just
nothing wrong
hands
with
on
that
my
joke.
head, like
Nothing wrong.
what the
I
fuck?
had some personal feedback that joke was actually hilarious. Okay,
I didn't. I
I
didn't
did. I did.
point them in my direction. I want to thank each one of them for being shy.
There's no need for that. They are one of the few very loyal listeners that we have.
Thank you ever so much for tuning into the Bedlam podcast.
You keep us alive. You and BetterHelp Therapy Online keep me alive. Welcome back to the podcast. Okay, so to kick us off, right? To kick us off, I am going to assess your knowledge.
Oh, can we start with something really like shit first, and then we'll move on to something?
Right, but some people will think that this is proper shit. So, you know, do we assess what's shit or do well they can't because
No,
they're listening to it in the past.
I want to talk. I need to stop putting my hands on my head.
I'm now talking with my hands, so it's fine.
No, right. I want to. Right. So, the way that we need to do this podcast is if we're going to talk about something like proper, like shite, that's
Right.
like really like bad. Like, what did we talk about last time? I can't remember. We did it the right order last time. We talk about the happier things after. You talk about the crap things first.
What crap things are happening?
Well, I'm an avid watcher of Below Deck.
Oh shit. Oh no, I forgot about that.
Yes, Callum. Yes. Read the notes.
I don't have the note. Where are the notes?
Shit, I don't have any either.
Right, so
Right.
there's no notes.
So, Below Deck, some of you may have seen it and things like that. And it's a bit of a talk about when people say no. And if someone says no, don't carry on with it. Don't try and get onto someone's cabin and try and forcefully have sex with someone
Right,
because it
just
doesn't work.
before you go into what's actually occurred, can you explain what Below Deck is? Because I understand it's popular, but not everyone will have watched it.
Right, Below Deck is a reality TV show that is on Bravo TV. It's also streamed on Amazon Prime. So if you do want to watch it, it is on Amazon Prime. You don't need to buy the subscriptions. If you want to watch all the other series, then you've got to buy a Hey You subscription. But this one that I'm talking about is called Down Under, and it's the 2 most recent episodes that have been posted to date. So it's the 11th of August today. So it's the 2 that are closest to this date. And basically, it's a super yacht. People go out, they have charters, like 2-3 day charters, and there's a bunch of crew. So there's stews that look after the people, and then there's deck crew that look after like the deck and also like the water sportsy sort of thing. There's also a captain and a chef on board as well. And basically, these crew in a confined area, and obviously, intimate things happen throughout, consensual, of course. But this one night they'd gone out on a crew night out after one of the charters, and one of the people had got really, really, really drunk, and they'd had like not intimate things with this person before, but they'd like kissed and stuff like that. And on board, the power went out, and the really drunk crewmate had got into her bed. She was fully clothed, and then this deck guy got into her bed fully naked, and who knows what could have happened from then.
Yeah, I've seen the clip, right, and it's very strange. The whole thing is quite strange because he quite clearly knows that he's done something really wrong because of the way that he reacts in the aftermath of doing it.
Yeah.
He gets really fucking annoyed, starts slamming doors, which, it's never something you've never seen somebody get a not guilty verdict in a court and then start smashing the court to bits. You know what I mean?
But what I don't understand is that he went back into his own cabin and he locked the door behind him. Like he already knew that he'd done something wrong.
Yeah.
And it's just really bizarre. And I don't know if you've seen the aftermath. So in the aftermath of it, the guy called Luke, he did get his contract terminated, but there was this one other stew who was intimate with him, and she was all like, "Oh, I can't believe we don't get to say goodbye to him," and stuff like that, and even turned around to the person whose bed that he got into and said, "Oh well, if he was naked in front of me and tried to get into my bed, then I would have been all for it and I would have loved it. And I should have just carried on with him, because if I'd have carried on with him, then this wouldn't have happened." And it's just like, you don't say that to someone. You don't turn around and go, "Oh, I'd rather him fucking rape me instead of you."
Yeah, no, that's not a justification for actions, is it? It's just like, oh, I wish he'd murdered me instead of you.
Yeah.
What?
But then that last did did try and get into someone else's bed, and then was told to get out of that person's bed as well. So the chief stew, who's called Aisha, she did go to the captain and told him what had gone on with Luke and with the other one called Laura, and both of them got their contracts terminated for their conduct aboard the ship.
Right.
And it's just like, I just don't understand. If you've got consent, yeah, I'll buy it. But if someone's drunk and still has consent, I still wouldn't go about it. Do you know what I mean?
Like, it's a horrible situation and things to even outside of it being broadcast on a TV show, right?
Yeah.
That amplifies everything because like you're operating sort of inside a goldfish bowl. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it goes down to the whole reality TV show bracket, so like Geordie Shore, Jersey Shore, Love Island, things like that. And you've got a production team there that's there to protect people, but then you're also hearing the stories of Lucy Spraggan's come out recently to say that she got sexually assaulted during the filming of X Factor, and that's the reason why she left the show. And it's just like, behind closed doors, you never know what's going on with people. And it's like, these are all people that are in the public figure because they have become famous. But like, for just nobodies, such as like me and you, or our friends.
Hey, I'm Britain's best journalist. Don't ever call me a nobody, ever.
And then our friends in the outside world and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You
they're
never
nobodies.
know.
They're all nobodies, right?
You
But we
never
are
know.
somebodies.
You never know what's going on behind closed doors. And it's just like, if someone turns around and says no, no means no. Don't fucking do it, dickhead.
Yeah, it's a difficult one to even justify, like the not even the actions, because you can't justify them, but like even the thought process behind it. I can't even get on board with somebody being with somebody else and them saying no, and then your brain goes, they mean later.
Yeah.
No.
But it's just like, it's the type of friends that me and you are, and the type of friendship groups that both me and you have got. It's like saying we have loads of female friends in our life, not because we're sexually active with them. We are very good friends with females, and the type of fan base and stuff like that we have, such as like football following of your journalism and stuff like that. There's so many people that we've got in our lives, and if anything happened to any of those, it's then us that have to pick up the pieces, and they have to deal with that. It's just like, and then the person that's done it will get a couple of months in prison, and he'll be free to walk about in life again. And it's just, I just don't get why there isn't tougher sentences there for people that like they affect someone's life for the rest of their life. They have to deal with that for the rest of their life.
Yeah, it's
And
just
it's just shit. Anyway,
it
should we
is.
move on?
Yeah, let's. I mean, we
On a lighter note, I've got me rant out there. I've got me rave. I have to have a rant. I
rant a
feel like that
weekly rant.
Jonathan Pie.
There's a rant from last week that's like been stored up inside you as well. So I hope that's released
Yeah.
that as well. So that's fine. But I
It's just
think
annoying. No means no. Don't fucking do it. And if you do, I'm gonna come and fucking find you. And that 8-month prison sentence
will
is
still
not
be an
gonna be
8 month
enough, you
prison
prick.
sentence. Hey. Um. But yeah, I think it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because like you want to talk about it, but there are ways that you have to talk about it without it being, because a lot of people see that two men talking about it is really not where the conversation should be had. You know what I mean? Like if men are the problem in this, which let's be honest, 99% of the time they are.
Yeah.
Should men be having the conversation about it, or should it be down to other people? But like,
I think we should. I think we should. I think it's the same as everything. It's like, it shouldn't just be one type of person that's talking about it. It should be everyone that's talking about it. It should be out there in the public eye, and everyone should be aware of it. Similar to like men's mental health, you know, it's not spoke about enough. Sexual assault's not spoke about enough and stuff like that, and it needs to be out there. And there's training for mental health sort of issues and first aid and stuff like that you can give for it. But then you should also have that thing for sexual assault as well as and how to deal with that and stuff, because me and you, we're blokes. We don't know how to deal with it. We don't know how to deal with anything most of the time. We don't know how to deal with his own issues most of the time. So
yeah,
let's talk about it. Let's not just keep it as a hidden thing and, oh no, I don't want to talk about it because it brings up bad memories. One of those things is to talk about it and get through it, and hopefully, by being stupid, telling jokes and shit like that, it may give a release for at least 5 minutes.
yeah, exactly. And moving swiftly on to the talking shit and telling jokes, we'll sidestep very jaggedly out of the seriousness and move on to the not serious side of the week.
While you're talking about sidestepping, rest in peace, Casper Slide. Slide to the left, slide to the right, crisscross.
Fitting tribute there. I'm sure you'll
Love,
agree.
love you, Casper Slide.
Love you very
The first
much.
song that I ever learnt word for word.
Wow. That compared to mine, that's pretty tame. The first song I ever learned word for word was "I Believe in a Thing Called Love" by The Darkness.
No, actually, it could be Once I Caught a Fish Alive. Six,
Not a
seven, eight,
song
nine,
though,
10.
is it? That's like a nursery rhyme,
Yeah, but it's still you got to learn the words to it.
but it's not a song, is it?
Or Christmas songs, like Wish You a Merry Christmas. Or
Nah.
Happy Birthday.
But
Happy birthday.
all I'm saying is, you put them in the charts, and they're not going to hit number one, are they? Come on,
Fucking, I'll buy it straight away. There's my 69p.
69p. What year is it? You know,
Well, isn't that how much songs are these days?
I don't know. I've got Spotify.
Thanks, Spotify. 10.99.
Right. I want to test you and your brain.
Oh, fuck. Here we go.
Have you been paying attention to what's been going on in the world this week?
Have I been paying attention? No.
No. Well, this is going to be a fucking nightmare for you. Then put it that way. I've got I've got a
Can you
quiz of the
speak
week.
English?
I've got a quiz of the week on the go. There's 7 questions. There are 3 options for your answers.
Oh, I've got a right. Okay, perfect. This might be a little bit easier for me then, rather than
Okay.
intense quiz the other week.
Yeah, no, we don't have to. We've got a point of reference. You don't just have to guess.
Yes.
Okay,
Ah.
so question numero 1.
Question number 1.
Thanks for the translation. Healthcare workers who pick their noses are more likely to get COVID, according to a study conducted in Dutch medical centres. But which line of work was found the most likely to have the habit of picking their nose? Doctors, nurses, or support staff?
Oh, thank fuck you didn't say dentists. I actually thought if you were going to say dentists, they've picked their nose and they're putting their fingers in your mouth.
But yeah, but even so, if a doctor's picking his nose and then they're putting their hands in you everywhere else.
Yeah, but at least I'm not going to taste it if he's got his finger up my bum. What was the options again?
Doctors, nurses, or support staff?
Oh, it's got to be support staff.
You are wrong.
Ah,
It was
fuck
doctors. An
bollocks.
enormous 95% of whom admitted picking their nose, at least incidentally, somewhere between monthly, weekly, and daily. Support staff were the second most likely, and nurses were the most likely to keep their fingers clean.
Is this sort of like a anonymous sort of poll?
Well, I hope so.
Dr. Johnson from Dewsbury Hospital said he picks his nose.
I love a good rummage.
What you
Okay,
doing, Dr. Johnson? I'm just digging for gold.
just digging for gold. Right. Question 2.
Question number 2.
4-time Olympic champion Simone Biles or Biles, I don't know, made a triumphant return to gymnastics after a 2-year break as she won the US Classic. She announced in 2021 that she was taking a break to work on her mental health.
Yeah.
From what did she say she had been suffering? The jitters, the twisties, or the yips?
I think I know this, and I want to say it's the yips.
You were wrong.
Ah, fuck. I
She
knew
was
that she'd been
suffering.
out for mental health and stuff like that, though.
She was suffering from a very severe case of the twisties.
What the fuck is the twisties?
So, it's the name given to a mental block where gymnasts can lose their sense of space in the air.
Twist and shout, twist and shout.
Twisty shout.
Come on, come on, come on, baby, now.
Twisty baby.
I got the jitters now.
Now she's got the twisties. Right. Question number 3. One
Question
of
number 3.
Italy's most dangerous fugitives was caught in Greece after 11 years on the run this week.
It was caught in Greece. Fucking hell, that must have been some thick grease.
But that's actually worse than my joke last week.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So, how did the police finally track him down? Was he found receiving chemotherapy at a private clinic,
Oh, fuck.
photographed celebrating a football win, or spotted on Google Maps?
Wait, I think I might have seen this when I was looking for my news articles today. Were he found at the football?
He was.
He was found at the football. I think I must have scrolled past it earlier. I was going to choose it, but I thought, nah, fuck it.
He was celebrating a football victory. Vincenzo Laporta is thought to have close ties with the Camorra organized crime gang in Naples. Police said what betrayed him was his passion for football and for the Napoli. For the Napoli, yeah. I don't know.
Is that it? For the
Uh,
Naples, Napoli.
Officers said that the photos were taken after Napoli won their first Italian championship in over 30 years. If he is extradited to Italy, he is due to serve a prison sentence of 14 years and 4 months. In January, Italy's most wanted mafia boss, Matteo Messina Denaro, was caught reportedly visiting a Palermo clinic under a fake name for a course of chemotherapy.
So it was both.
No, these are just the different ones. And last
Oh,
year, Gioacchino Gamino was arrested in Spain after being spotted on Google Maps as Street View.
brilliant. I've never found myself on Street View yet, so good luck, coppers.
Good luck, coppers. Come and get me.
I'm right here, baby.
In fairness, I'd probably get caught if Huddersfield Town ever won the Premier League. That's how I'd be caught. Right, question 4. This one you'll like, and you might know.
Go on then.
It's in your field of expertise, shall we say?
Oh, my field of expertise. Horn. Sorry.
Jesus.
No, he's not in it.
Yeah, thank God. Well, he's not in it either. India's space agency released the first images of the moon taken by the Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft. Later this month, it will attempt to deliver the lunar rover Pragyan on board a landing craft. But what does Pragyan mean in Sanskrit?
Fucking hell, Callum. Oh,
I just
you
read
might know this.
I just
Oh,
read
yeah.
space agency. I
Hang
just
on.
thought
Let
maybe
me just translate that because my fucking Japanese is amazing. I don't know if it's Japanese.
it's an Indian language.
Indian.
Yeah, a couple of 1,000 miles off there.
Go on then. What are the options?
The options are curiosity, mooncraft, or wisdom.
Well, it won't be curiosity because I think we've already had one of those. So I'm just going to say wisdom.
A fabulous guess there. That is correct. It's wisdom.
Come on. My Indian?
Yeah.
Indian's brilliant. Come on.
If successful, India will become only the 4th country to achieve a soft landing on the moon after the US, the former Soviet Union, and China. Cool. Question number 5.
Question number 5.
A copy of the classic sci-fi novel 2001: A Space Odyssey was returned to a library in Lincolnshire more than 50 years overdue. How much had it racked up in terms of late return fees?
Oh, fucking hell. Right. Come on. Let's go.
So remember that 50 years overdue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got £2,000, £4,500, or £7,673.
£7,673.
That's incorrect.
Ah,
It was £4,500. The first edition of the Arthur C. Clarke title was last date stamped in Scunthorpe on the 11th of October 1969.
yeah, I can't remember. I think I was watching The Life of Tom, which is a vlog series on
Not
YouTube.
about you.
No. And he bought a book, and it was a library book that still had the library stampings in it. I was like, what the fuck? You just spent £14 on that book, and it's a library book
It's
that's
a
been
library
used.
book. Right. We're nearly there. We're nearly at the end. We're probably going to have to wrap up this half of the show. What?
Why is my dad ringing me?
I don't know. We've got 8 minutes left of this and two
He can
questions.
wait. Hi,
So
Dad, if you're listening.
we can wait till the break. Love you, Tom's dad. Rapper Tory Lanez was sentenced to 10 years in prison for shooting singer Megan Thee Stallion in the feet during an argument following a party in 2020. But which personality had been hosting the party at which the row started? Was it Kendall Jenner, Kim Kardashian, or Kylie Jenner?
Kylie Jenner.
Yeah, it was. It occurred during a pool party hosted by her at her Hollywood mansion.
Nice.
Lovely. All right. Okay. The final question.
Final question.
The owners of Britain's most remote mainland pub reopened the building following a 6-month refurbishment. But what is the name of the watering hole on Scotland's no,
God.
I'm going with Knoydart. Knoydart.
Is that your final answer?
Knoydart Peninsula.
Final answer.
Final answer. I'm locking that in.
Correct.
Thank you.
You've just won £1 million.
Thank you. I'm gonna go and spend it. Lovely. What's the name? Is it the Bell & Cross? The Gothland Hotel or the Old Forge?
The Old Forge.
That is correct.
Yeah.
It's the Old Forge. The only way of reaching the village of Inverry and its pub is by walking 18 miles or making a 7-mile sea crossing. Wow.
Nice.
Very, very
good. Very good.
Do
you know, that was really good, was that?
You scored 4 out of 7.
That's not bad.
Okay.
I'll take that. Was that from The Sun by any chance?
No, that was BBC News.
Oh. Fair enough. The BBC done something good.
There you go. Nice one. That was fabulous.
Now, Callum, what is the most random thing that you've heard the police investigating for?
I don't actually know.
So if I turn around and said the Essex police are investigating several incidents of a man taking dummies out of babies' mouths.
Right. You see, that on the surface is a waste of council tax money, but it is actually very, very weird.
The suspect is described as slim, white, and aged in his 20s with light brown eyes and yellow teeth.
He needs to get himself a girlfriend.
But the funniest thing is, right, the image that they have released from CCTV is a guy in a black hoodie with his hood up and a Nike bag. So they've not actually got a photo of the front of him. So how do they know that he's got yellow teeth and brown eyes?
That could just be a different person. It could just be a random bloke that he's just going about his day.
What a waste of police time that is. We could be going out
I
to
understand,
find proper criminals.
But that is a bit weird, isn't it?
Absolutely.
What's the ulterior motive there? He's just got a room full of kids' dummies.
The only reason why I take the dummy out of my niece's mouth is so she can talk gibberish to me.
You're probably better leaving it in. Still talk gibberish. Just
no, she don't really talk. She don't really talk much when she's got a dummy in. When you take it out, she actually chat shit to you, and she can actually once pointed at the sky and went, "Oh, plane," and I went, "No, it's a helicopter," and she went, "Oh."
That's toddler for fuck you, prick.
No, it's helicopter. Just saying helicopter. And
Yeah,
then she just went, "It's gone. The plane's gone."
it's not a plane, it's a helicopter. I've told you
No,
this.
helicopter. I told you. It's a helicopter.
We've had this conversation. And speaking of the conversation that we're going to have, I need a break. So let's go and find out what your dad wanted. Welcome back to part 2 of the Bedlam podcast. Tom, what did your dad want?
Sorry.
What did your dad want?
He wanted to know what I wanted for tea.
And what do you want?
Not right lot, really.
Right. Brilliant. Good. Glad we did that. Right. What's your next segment?
What's your next segment? I think it's your go, innit?
No, I've just done the quiz.
I've just done the Essex police thing.
Oh yeah, shit, it's my go. Oh, right. Well, you know
Fucking hell, Callum. Come on.
what? I don't know. I'm not in the fucking in crowd, am I? I don't know.
You should fucking be.
Why?
Because it's your podcast and all, it's not mine.
Yeah, all right, whatever. Okay. So I want to introduce you to a world of someone that I love very dearly.
All I'm going to turn around and say, if you're not sat down, sit down.
Sit down, because this is going to be legendary. Okay. So
It might not actually be that legendary. So I apologize now to all the people listening out there that turn off in the next segment.
right, you know my love for Roy Keane, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
I have a deep, long-standing love for that man, and my impression of him isn't that good, but it's going to get a run out here. Right.
If you enjoy the Max Verstappen joke, thanks for stopping. Then
Thanks for stopping. Okay.
Oh, right.
So I want to bring you in light of him being a part of Man United's new kit reveal video. It's thrust the idea of Roy Keane being a Man United legend back into the public eye. Aside from all the stuff he's been doing with Sky Sports, but not a lot of people know that he had a book written about him.
About him.
Well, it's written by him and by somebody else about him.
All right, okay.
And quite a lot of the times he'll just go off on one about different things. So I've got a list of a couple of things here that Roy Keane doesn't like. Okay, we'll start at the top. So you know that the wonderful dessert that made of meringue, the pavlova.
Yep.
Roy Keane doesn't like it.
Brilliant.
It's all a bit light, fairy stuff, not a proper dessert. It's cowardly. It's cowardly to eat a pavlova. You're a coward in Roy's eyes. He also doesn't like padded bras.
Can anyone tell that we've not actually got anything to talk about yet?
Yeah, definitely.
By the
yeah,
end of this section, the argument.
Yeah, he's not a fan of padded bras. He says that they're an illusion. I never took to them. Nicky Butt wore them, but that was enough for me. Mother Teresa. You know, a nice sort of woman. But what was with the sandals? Never going to hit a decent cross in sandals. Come back. Come back because I can see why you stood in the mirror.
Oh shit!
You fucking idiot. I can still see you. That was daft, wasn't it?
I
Where did you go?
just walking away from this segment.
Right. I didn't walk away from your dummies out of kids' mouth segment, did I?
Well, wait, because I got fucking more.
Oh, it's not over.
I'm just letting you talk to yourself because you can do a really good Irish accent.
Go on then, do your other shit.
Do you know, right? Someone at work who is from Northern Ireland, right? She's called Deborah. Hi, Deborah, if you're listening.
All
She
right,
said
Deborah, you little fucking source pot.
she said that you're not a proper Irish,
Right.
and I would bigging you up saying that you can talk Irish.
Why? What did? What? Why? What? On what basis did she form that assumption?
So I think you should do a little bit where you can talk Irish just to prove that you are proper Irish.
What do you want to say?
Hello, my name's Callum, and I'm a massive prick.
It's not very nice.
I mean, you fucking insult me on the titles every fucking week, so
Hunt. I can remember Chama, Buhli Bohodana, his tour in Hannah. Thank you.
there we are. Perfect. Fuck off, Deborah. Love you. She's going to take my kneecaps out now. If your next door neighbour turned around to you and said, "Can you take my bin out for me?" What does that mean to you?
That either they're lazy and they won't do it themselves, or they're old and they can't do it themselves. So you've got to go around, get their bin on whatever bin day it is, and take their bin out to the front with your bin.
Well, a family from Lincolnshire have taken it a little bit too literally. Just a little bit. They they have renamed the bin Binny. I've put a pair of googly eyes on it. I've given it some hair, which is pink, blue, purple, and everything like that. And they've taken it out for a tour of Lincolnshire. They've took it to the pub. They've taken it down a slide at a playground, and they even took it on a dog walk in the park. It was even spotted at the town hall, at the chippy, and at the hairdressers, where they took it for a shot back and sides. Mum Tori 40 said, "We walked around our village, stopping anywhere we thought Binny might want to stop. We had a few people ask us what we were doing, but once we explained, they loved the idea and wanted to be involved. Everyone thought it was just really fun and it made a lot of people smile, which is what you want in this day and age." One person asked if we wanted a picture of it walking the dog. So she hid behind the bin, so I looked like the bin was walking the dog.
Are these
The
people
girls thought,
mentally ill?
the girls thought it was really funny too. They kept saying, "Why don't we make him do this? Why don't we take him over there?"
This is another one for Deborah. The girls need to catch themselves on.
There's photos on metro.co.uk of photos of the bin sliding down the slide, walking the dog, and at a war memorial with the girls. He even went shopping at Co-op and's got a bin in his hand.
There's some poor old woman that just wants her bin back.
I wonder if Lincolnshire City Council managed to empty it.
I only asked you to put it out. Don't steal it. Fuck's sake.
I'm done now.
Oh well. You know what? I've got nothing left.
I got Do you know? Should we talk about Disney Plus putting the prices up?
Yeah, I mean, I don't pay for it anyway, but yeah.
No, I don't pay for it either. But I just don't get right. So you've got these subscription services and you're paying a monthly fee, and it's quite a substantial fee
Yeah.
for the amount of shite that they put on it. Like, I don't want to be watching shit for £10.99 a month. But to say that you're putting it up, and there's a cost of living crisis as well.
Netflix has got especially bad for that.
But it's just like, why pay a subscription service to be able to view your thing? I think Amazon's got it the right way around, where with Freevee, I think it's called, where if you've got adverts in it, that is how you make your ad revenue. That is how you make money from people watching it, from putting adverts on. But to turn around to someone and say, oh, yeah, you got to pay $5.99 a month, but you've still got adverts in it. Fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Like, seriously, what is the point? Just make it free. Put your use the ad revenue you get from all these people watching it. Then you'll get more people that want to be there and watch it and shit like that. And then if they don't want to watch it, they won't watch it.
Yeah. I don't like. Well, I like it in so much as that I'm a hypocrite because I use them. But the one that I don't think is the best value for money, I think it's actually probably the worst is Netflix, because like I've got a VPN, so I get good money out of Netflix by switching the location to be able to watch the things that I actually want to watch
Yeah,
where they're available. But like
yeah.
if you just had the UK Netflix on its own and that's what you were paying for, it is so poor.
It's just, I don't get it. It's just like, if you've got it on your subscription service, why make it like country specific? Why not allow it just to be in all these countries? And I know that you've got all these other subscription services that have set things, but everyone's going down this subscription service now. Whereas like Disney pulled a load of stuff off of Netflix so they can put it on their own thing,
Yeah.
and it's like you have that, so you keep it on your subscription service, but allow it to be open for every country, and then you might get people that want to pay the subscription fee to watch what they want to watch. But because everything's going down that line of route now, where like say you've got all the entertainment channels such as Discovery Plus and stuff like that that are coming off of Sky, and you have to pay an extra amount. Sky are now losing out on money because then you have to pay an extra service to watch the programs that you want to watch.
It is. It's like the I've seen a couple of things on that freebie, and it is good because like even the adverts are just maybe one or two adverts, so you don't really feel like you're being intruded upon.
Yeah,
But in like telly and stuff, even in the stuff I've seen, like watching things on ITV and things, the amount of adverts that are packed into it, and I know that's how they make their money, and that's fair enough. But
yeah.
they sometimes the ad breaks are longer than the actual TV show runs for that you want to watch.
I'm one of those people because I do shift work and stuff like that. So the amount of things I watch is on catch up.
Mm,
So like if I'm sat on my computer playing Football Manager or doing a spot of work or something like that, I'll just put something on catch up. And the amount of adverts before you got to watch an episode and then during an episode as well as it's just like, what is the point? So because I've got a Skybox, I can link my Skybox to my Sky Go account on my laptop and I
mm.
can just fast forward through all the adverts,
Yeah, yeah,
which
that's the
makes it a little
best.
bit easier. So if there's something I want to watch, I'll stick it onto a card and I can just watch it on this, or I can watch it on my tablet. As long as I'm within range of my Skybox, I can do that. And it's just like, it's so much easier, but it's just a pile of wank when you're paying so much money a month.
Yeah, that's why I steal it off other people. I tell you what annoys me as well, right? Tell you what really annoys me, and anyone that watches football on Sky will understand this, right? That weird advert that they do, right? Where Sky will have an advert break, they'll come back for about 10 seconds, and they'll go back to the adverts. Normally
Oh,
happens
yeah.
just before kickoff, right?
That thing that BT Sport used to do, where they used to put the live program in the bottom corner and then play an advert over the top.
Yeah. Sky Sports News, right? That's what I like about Sky Sports News, because sometimes they'll play the adverts in the middle where the presenters normally are, and they'll still
Yeah,
keep all the shit
yeah.
round the sides like refreshing, so you still have something to look at while the advert's going on. But yeah, it just fucks me off, that weird Sky advert where it's like, We're back for kickoff. It's Liverpool versus Everton. It's the Merseyside derby. Kickoff
And
is
it's
in 10.
live.
Yeah, and then back to adverts.
But the thing that I don't get is right. So back in day, like a good 5, 6, 7 years ago, you used to be able to pick your packages on Sky, and you used to be able to like say, right, I want this channel and that channel and blah blah blah. Or you can't have that channel because it's not in this package. And it's like,
Yeah,
but I want that channel. But back in the day, you used to be able to pick what channels you wanted and stuff. But now you can't. Now you've got to have all these other programs that you don't watch and then pay £800 million more than what you wanted to pay because you want to watch that one channel. And it's just like, just let me watch this one channel or let me, I'll put it into this category that I want to watch. And it's one thing that annoys me is the whole fact of like, everyone's got different viewing techniques and view TV differently and stuff like that. So you've got like elderly people that will sit in front of the TV, and you've got the younger generation that will watch it on a phone or a tablet, and then you've got the middle-aged sort of people that will just watch it however they want to watch it, between a little bit of both. And it's just like those people that are in the middle don't necessarily want to watch all the crap channels. They want to watch these specific types of channels. So while everyone's going to subscription viewer only, why not give, like, say, the football fans or Formula One fans and stuff like that a platform where they can pay a monthly subscription to watch what they want to watch? Like,
yeah,
you might get that one football fan that doesn't want to watch Arsenal versus Manchester City every week. They want to watch different things like Luton versus fucking Nottingham Forest or something like that. Not everyone wants to do that, but like if you want to pay so much money, then let me watch that. Don't decide what I want to watch for me. And so I think like Premier League and stuff like that needs to go down and go down the route of having a subscription service where you can watch what you want to watch, similar to like the Football League does, where you can pay £10 for a game or something. But like Formula One do it. Formula One have got their own subscription service in different countries that do not have exclusive rights to a specific company, such as like
yeah,
Sky in the UK. So like you can do whatever you want to watch. You can watch whatever you watch. You can listen to whatever you want to listen to on there while you're watching the race. But in the UK, you've got to watch what Sky want to give you. And it's like, well, I don't want to do that. And it's just like, get rid of all this exclusive viewing rights. Yeah, I know there's loads of money in it, but you can either make that amount of money or more by putting a subscription fee out there for people to watch, to allow people to watch what they want to watch.
yeah. I mean, I think we just single-handedly launched our own streaming platform.
But I just don't get it. It's like I had Formula One TV for like a month or something, and had all past racing on there. They had episodes of I think it was like the last season for Vettel and something about Bottas and stuff. Oh no, it was Kimi Raikkonen and Vettel. And it's like they had like an hour-long episode on there that you could watch. So it's like you pay a monthly subscription to be able to watch all the races over the season, qualifying, practice, being able to listen to team radios, watch track maps, individual drivers, and having all the past races and all these episodes that they put out. You've got a good production behind it. You can get a lot of money back from it. Whereas Sky don't do that. But yeah, okay, they put old race on and stuff like that, but it's only the ones that they've had.
Yeah.
But then same with like having a dedicated football streaming service. You can watch what you want to watch. You can watch past matches. If bring back the fan zone, bring back a home team fan, an away team fan commentating on the football. If you want to listen to that commentary, I'll listen to that commentary. If I want to listen to Adrian Jury or whatever his name is commentating, then I'll listen to that. If I don't want to listen to it with commentary, then I'll just watch with stadium noise. Do you know what I mean?
Are you all right?
Give me those options. I'll pay it.
You all right?
No, I'm just mad.
Yeah, I mean,
It's my money. I'll spend it how I want to spend it.
no, you won't though. You won't because you can't. That's the whole problem.
We should rename this podcast like Angry Middle-Aged Men.
Ah, whoa, whoa, fucking hell! I am 21 years old. Do not try and box me in middle aged.
Do you know what really annoys me?
Well, I can
I
tell you what
am
really annoys me. It's
I
just
am
happened.
I am 30 next year.
I'm 22 next month.
Next month.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we've got birthdays a month apart, haven't we?
yeah.
So what's everyone going to do for my 30th birthday next year if this podcast's still going next year? Oh, really? Thanks, guys. Nothing, they said.
That was horrible, that wasn't it?
I
What's
know.
everyone going to do for mine next month? Because this podcast will still be going. No, no, you don't have to do that. Don't be ridiculous. Oh, can you not hear them?
No, I can't. Sorry.
Oh, must be a technical glitch in the matrix. The lines, the microphone.
You telling me that people love you more than me?
I mean, look at me. Who wouldn't?
Fuck off. Bastard. Right, go on then. What you up to this weekend?
This weekend we have the first game of the season for FC United. We welcome Worksop to Broadhurst Park, and again, it hasn't been played since
Last season.
2012.
Fuck 'em.
Yeah,
Fuck 'em. Up the fuck
um,
'em.
yeah, them. And um, Sunday I'm working.
Sunday.
I'm
Sunday.
I'm working. So yeah,
Well, I'm hoping that this weather stays lovely jubbly because I'm off to Whitby Regatta.
nice.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that just like boats, just fucking about for a bit?
Yeah, it's a little bit of everything. So they've got like street things going on, like tombola sort of shit, around the whole town. They've got I don't know if they've got have you ever seen those duck races where they put a rubber duck in the river and it goes?
Yeah,
I don't know if they do that, but they've got rowing boat races and stuff like that. And they're tomorrow they're supposed to be supposed I just sort of went in rewind then, didn't I? It's supposed to be a Battle of Britain flight going over. And then on Sunday, there's supposed to be the Red Arrows. But I'm kind of working on Sunday morning. So I'm not too sure if I'm going to waste petrol to go there
right.
on
Okay.
Sunday. But the Red Arrows are supposed to be flying past in about an hour's time over Leeds because they're off
Right.
to they're off to Blackpool.
Oh, okay. So they'll
So
be flying
you
over
might
here in about an hour and a half.
maybe you might see them. Yeah, I think it's only a 36-minute flight. I think they set off at 4, and they get to Blackpool at 36 minutes past, so
Where are they
25
flying
about five.
from?
I can't remember.
It would be.
But the fly over Leeds at about 10 past.
Hang on, let me go to VAR.
I think I think some of them went yesterday, and I think the rest of them are going today. So you might see them because everyone was saying, "Oh yeah, I've seen them over Castleford and stuff like that." But they're doing the Blackpool Air Show this weekend. So that's Saturday and Sunday, and then Blackpool Regatta, Whitby Regatta this weekend. And then I'm off back on Monday, and there's a fireworks display to end it all.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's going to be a nice, lovely weekend full of hot, sunburnt Tom.
So they're flying from RAF Waddington,
That's it.
which is in Lincolnshire.
Oh, we can take the bin out for a day out.
And completely missing Manchester.
Are they?
They're going up to like near Hull.
They go over
Then
Thorpe Arch. I don't know why we're
just
saying this because this podcast isn't going to make it in time.
just outside Leeds, and then they go up to the North Yorkshire the North Yorkshire Dales, then loop back down over Lancaster into Blackpool.
Yeah.
So they miss out like Manchester and everywhere else entirely.
Yeah.
So fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, the Baby Stockholm's looking good, isn't it, Callum?
I don't even want to give my 2 pence on that. I just don't.
Anyone wants to know what I'm talking about? The barge where the asylum seekers are supposed to be going have been moved off because the Legionella bacteria has been found. So they've been removed off it. So all that taxpayers' money,
Gone.
the government.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I don't. I
should we
just
do this
don't.
thing? Right now that football's back, right? Should we do like a prediction of like where people are going to finish? Who do you think is going to win the Premier
Go.
League?
Manchester City.
Why? Why do you think Manchester City are going to win the Premier League?
Why do you think Manchester City are not going to win the Premier League?
Because Arsenal are going to win it.
Right.
I think Arsenal are going to win the Premier League.
I think Arsenal are going to come second in the Premier League.
Nah. I think it's going to be Arsenal, City. I think Man United may
Switch the
finish.
the top two. May I agree.
I think Man United may be a surprise. I think they may finish third. And fourth, I don't really know. Some people are saying Liverpool, but I don't think they've got the firepower this season.
Newcastle.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say Newcastle. Who do you reckon is going to win the championship?
Who's going to win the championship? Leicester.
Leicester.
Yeah.
Do you know?
If they can keep Dewsbury Hall fit, they'll walk it.
I think it's going to be an interesting one because I think if Watford can keep the players fit and not drop off like they did last season, I think Watford are in with a good chance. I do think Leicester are going to run away with it, but I think if Watford can keep up with them, and Leicester can shake off the rustiness from the Premier League last season, it's going to be a good end to the season. I think Town may get relegated.
Yeah, we're finishing bottom.
What about League One?
Unless we sign a striker and a midfielder, we are finishing dead bottom.
I don't know. I don't think we need a striker.
We need a striker.
I think we've got enough.
There's no goals in Danny Ward.
No, but there is in Keane Harrott.
Fuck off, man.
League One?
Blackpool.
Because you'll get murdered if you don't say him.
Well, in fairness, that and also from the highlights of them that I've watched, they do look to. They've got goals. They move the ball around like a championship team, and they've got Neil Critchley as well, who is a really good manager.
I'm going to say Blackpool will go up in the playoffs. I'm going to say my top two are if Barnsley don't go up automatically, they've been robbed. I think Barnsley are going to win it, and I'd like to see Bolton get promoted back to Championship. I really would
agree
love
with
to
Barnsley. I don't think Bolton will. I think for me, League One will be Blackpool, Barnsley, and Derby will win the playoff.
Derby. I don't think Derby are going to be anywhere near it this season, to be fair. But we'll see.
I don't know. I just think the squad's too good. They've got strength in depth, which is what you need when you've not started very well.
it sounds like players are going to be wanting out soon.
They've not got much time to be wanting out, have they?
No, they don't. But I mean, they've got 3 weeks.
It's not a lot of time in
No,
football, is it?
but if you've got players that don't want to play for you, you'll be out straight away.
True. We've got 10 minutes left, by the way. Just throwing it out there.
What about League Two?
Oh, Christ knows. I don't know.
I don't. I
I don't
think
even know
this.
who's playing in League Two.
I think League Two is going to be very interesting because there's some very decent squads in there. I think.
Tell you what, I'm calling it now. Stockport will win it.
Well, Stockport lost their first game.
They did. And I think Wrexham will not go up, but they won't be far off.
I think Wrexham have been mid-table.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that. I don't really know. League Two is one of those leagues that you're not really sure who's going to go up because everyone's like not bang average, but are average. And I don't think there's going to be any shocks. So, like, say if one team beat another team, I don't think there'd be many shocks. I can see maybe Bradford City being up there towards end of season. MK Dons maybe. I wouldn't be shocked if Stockport are up there towards end of season. I don't know why, but I've always kept an eye on Colchester as well. I really don't know why.
Me neither.
But yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. We'll say, okay, I'll go. MK Dons will win it. I think Swindon might be up there as well, you know. Are you Googling?
I just need to see the list of teams in League Two.
I don't know. I think MK Dons, Swindon. There's Wimbledon as well.
I don't know. I don't watch enough of it to look.
Me neither. I'm going to say MK Dons. MK Dons are going to win League Two.
What? Well, actually, to be fair, you've got like a weird set of teams in League Two because the ones that you've said will do well are not ones that people think will do well.
No.
And like ones that have started terribly are up there to win the title. So like Notts County, they're tipped to do well. Mansfield. So yeah, I don't know.
There we go.
It's League Two.
Arsenal to win the Premier League, Watford to win the Championship, Barnsley to win League One, and MK Dons to win League Two.
What a weird episode this has been.
I might put a bet on that actually.
I'm staying away from it. That could do with not losing any more money, so that's fine.
Anyway, well, I think that's it, to be fair. I think we've said all we have to say. We've ranted a little bit. We've had a laugh and caused chaos and confusion.
Not confusion, I've got to be honest. It's been an all over the place sort of episode.
Yeah, follow us on our socials. Go to Facebook, Bedlam with Tom and Cal. Follow us on Instagram at BedlamYT. And is the YouTube the same?
Yeah.
Bedlam YT on YouTube. Well, if we don't see you next week, we'll see you week after.
Nice. Ta-ta.
Ta-ta for now.